You are what you eat. Anxiety and food. A few years ago, I did some research looking at the effects of diet on anxiety. And what we found was rather interesting. We asked 91 people to keep diaries of their food intake over a period of 3 months. And then we measured their level of day-to-day anxiety on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 at the top being panic level anxiety, and 0 being calm and relaxed. The average in the UK is round about 5.3 for most people, not just on a day-to-day basis, but over a span of kind of 3 to 4 months. We then looked at the diets that people were eating, and we put them into 5 different categories dependent on their normal diet over those 3 months. And those categories were significant junk food, some junk food, balanced, some raw food, or significant amounts of raw food. And I'll just explain what these are right now. So the significant junk food category were people who were eating more than 4 meals a week, and usually including fizzy drinks, or what the Americans call soda. So significant junk food category was more than 4 meals a week of junk food. Some junk food was considered to be between 1 to 4 meals a week and included fizzy drinks or soda. Now we ended up with a special category for fizzy drinks and soda, as you'll see. One of the things that we discovered quite by accident is that fizzy drinks can have quite a significant impact on people's levels of anxiety. Then a balanced diet is largely cooked food with no significant amounts of junk food, or certainly less than 1 a week. So maybe 1 piece of junk food every 2 weeks or something like that. But no particular raw food in that balanced diet. Now the balanced diet tends to be the diet that most people eat anyway. Now the some raw category were people who were eating primarily cooked food, normal kind of what we would call a normal diet within the UK, and maybe 1 to 5 pieces of fruit and vegetables a week. Raw vegetables we're talking about. And then we also found that these people tended to eat little or no meat anyway. And then finally, the raw category were people who were eating primarily raw food for most meals, or with some cooked meals now and again. And we found that virtually all of these people, not all of them, but virtually all of these people also ate no meat. So let's have a look at the results of the study. What we found was that people who were eating significant amount of junk food and fizzy drinks, their average anxiety level over the 3 months was round about 8.8. We were quite startled by this. We weren't expecting that kind of level. People who are eating some junk food, so 1 or less meals, between 1 and 4 meals of junk food a day, a week, were averaging out around about 8.4 on the anxiety level, which is still quite high and higher than we expected. The people on a balanced diet were around about 5.6 on average in anxiety level. People with some raw food were down at about 5.3, which was around about the national average. So we're talking about 1 to 5 pieces of raw fruit or vegetables a week, not a day, a week. And then people who are eating significant raw food, or significant amount of raw food, as opposed to cooked food and meats and things, were below the national average at round about 4.8. So as you can see from here immediately that there seems to be an impact on diet and anxiety. And the less junk food that you eat, the better. But that's not all. I want to have a look at some other things, and in particular I mentioned earlier on fizzy drinks. Now when we took people off fizzy drinks after the 3 months, some people continued with the study, and the people who were taking fizzy drinks before the second part of the study occurred, so in the first part of the study, when we only, even if they were eating junk food, if we took them off the fizzy drinks, on average they went down from 8.8 to 6.9 in terms of level of anxiety, which is a significant drop actually. And people that we took the junk food from, or so they agreed to stop eating junk food, they had an even more dramatic drop. And they went from an average of 8.8 if they were significantly, they were eating significant amounts of junk food, so four meals or more a week, right the way down to 5.3, as you can see here, and that really is a significant drop. Now, we don't know what it is that's causing it within the junk food. We suspect that some of the sugars and saccharides and things are responsible, and certainly there's some research evidence to support that. So the corollary of this, or the conclusion of all of this, is that if you're taking fizzy drinks or sodas and things like that, you really need to cut them out. That will help with the anxiety significantly. Cut down on junk food, crisps, chips, those kinds of things. That will help. And increasing the amount of raw fruit and vegetables that you're eating will also make a significant difference to your level of anxiety. Now, you'll see below there's two handouts. There's a food audit that I'd like you to complete, and also there's a handout for this video. And I'll see you soon. Take care.